it's Lee from the Relaxed Scalp Beauty channel, and today in this video we're going to be talking about dry hair. Now, if you're not already a subscriber to the Relaxed Scalp Beauty channel, I would love for you to be one, so go ahead and before we get started, hit the little red button down below to subscribe. And if you want to get a notification when I upload new videos, then go ahead and hit the bell button and YouTube will notify you. Now, dry hair is something that I have struggled with for years. I think even when I was a child, before I even had relaxers, I had dry hair, and I even had dry scalp issues. So this has been something that's just followed me throughout my life, and there have been times where I've been able to manage it more properly, and then there have been other times where even lately I've been dealing with dry hair again and again. So why is our hair dry? Well, it seems to come down to two key buckets. So the first bucket is that your hair just does not have enough moisture, and that's basically because there hasn't been any moisture really added to it. And the second bucket is that moisture is just leaving your hair too quickly. So while you might be adding moisture, the moisture is just disappearing. So why is your hair not having enough moisture, or why is the moisture just disappearing? So this can be caused by multiple things. These are some of the things that I've dealt with, some of the issues that have caused my dry hair. So this is not an exhaustive list. This is not going to necessarily solve all of your dry hair problems, but this is probably a decent place to start. And this is what I found to be the causes for my dry hair. And these are also some of the solutions and things that I've done to solve those problems. So the first reason I found for my dry hair was product buildup. So product buildup is essentially when you've put a lot of products on your hair, a lot of moisturizers and leave-ins and oils, and it's just built up over time. And essentially what happens is, like, this is your hair, and then the product is just building up on top of that. And what happens is, if that buildup is not taken care of, isn't cleaned away or washed away by your shampoos, if it's still there, even if it's not as many layers, even if like half of the layers are still there, you're not allowing your hair to get any of the benefit of any additional products, moisturizers, oils, or even water that is hitting it, that you're putting on it, because it's just got this barrier that's keeping everything from getting in. So I've had this issue in the past, and some of the ways that I've taken care of it have been using a clarifying shampoo, and you can find some sulfate-free shampoos that are deep cleansing or clarifying. And another thing that I've done to get rid of product buildup is to use a sulfate shampoo, and you can use typically that's kind of what a typical clarifying shampoo is. It's got sulfates in it, which is supposed to strip everything away, and I found that using a sulfate shampoo every once in a while kind of helps to give my hair a cleaner slate than when I just use sulfate-free shampoos. The second reason my hair has been dry is because it's being stripped of natural oils. The way this has been happening is, one, I like hot showers, and I will get in the shower, it'll be steaming hot, the room will be full of steam, but that is just drying out not just my skin, but also my hair. It's stripping it of all the natural oils. So while you want to get rid of a lot of the buildup that's happened on your hair over time, you don't want to strip away all of the good stuff, which is the oils that your scalp is producing. Additionally, I've been stripping away natural oils from my hair by using harsh products too often. So I have had to find that balance of using a sulfate shampoo. How often do I use it? Because I need it to help get rid of product buildup, and particularly because I didn't mention this before, but I have hard water here at my house, and so that also helps to contribute to product buildup. So I need that sulfate shampoo to help really get rid of all of that that's built up on my hair over time. But the kicker is, I can't use the sulfate shampoo too often, because when I do, it just strips my hair of everything that is not just bad, but also good for it, and leaves my hair in a very dry and vulnerable state. Another thing that I found that I do that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to stripping your hair of natural oils is touching my hair. Like, I will sometimes find myself throughout the day touching my hair, particularly when it's out. I'll be running my hands through my hair, or I'll be twisting my hair up and doing all kinds of weird things to get it up out of the way. And all I'm doing with my hands is I'm taking that oil and moisturizer that is on my hair and getting it on my hands. So it's on my hands instead of my hair, which then means I'm drying out my hair. So touching your hair isn't always a great thing to do because you're just stripping the natural oils away from your hair. The third reason for my dry hair has been I am not conditioning or moisturizing my hair enough. So with conditioning, I typically will do a deep conditioner or a hair mask once a week every time I wash my hair. And sometimes I get lazy and I don't do it. And when I don't do it, I find that my hair is drier than it should have been. And so I have to get back into that routine of doing it regularly. So it might be regular for me, it may not be regular for everyone else. There may be some people out there who need to deep condition twice a week or twice a month. Once a month, it doesn't matter, just whatever works best for your hair. And also when it comes to doing a deep conditioner, you have to make sure that you're using the type of conditioner that your hair needs. So there are protein conditioners and there are moisturizing conditioners, and I actually did a video about the difference of the two that you can check out, and I'll link it below. But sometimes your dry hair may be caused because there's not enough protein. It may be because you don't have enough moisture, or it might be there's not enough of a balance between the protein and the moisture. So you kind of have to figure out which conditioner you need to use at that time. Additionally, I will sometimes get lazy and not even moisturize my hair throughout the week. So when I do that, of course, by the end of the week, my hair has totally dried out because I haven't added any moisture back to it. And there are two kind of different ways you can do this. Actually, there's multiple kind of ways you can do this, but the two that I'm going to talk about are you can add like a leave-in conditioner or a moisturizer to your hair. Just put it on your hair and then you seal it with oil. And the reason you seal it with oil is just to help keep the moisturizer in there, and so it doesn't leave or evaporate too quickly. The other way to add moisture to your hair is to spritz your hair with water and then follow up and seal it with a cream moisturizer. The fourth reason that I found for my hair to be dry is that I have in the past, not lately, been over drying my hair or using too much heat. And I used to in the past would do I would wash my hair, blow dry my hair in hot heat, and then I would flat iron my hair, and then the next day I flat iron my hair, and the next day I flat iron my hair until it was time for me to shampoo my hair, and then I go through the whole cycle again. So every single day my hair was getting exposed to heat, and all of that was just drying on my hair and taking moisture from it. Nowadays I don't do all of that. I will blow dry my hair or use some kind of heat for my hair, whether it is a blow dryer with direct heat or it may be my hooded dryer. But with both of those, I don't use like really hot heat where it's like, oh my goodness, I'm starting to sweat kind of thing. I use more milder heat. So if you still want to blow dry your hair, do it on a milder heat setting so you're not just taking all of the moisture from your hair. And also, don't heat style every day or don't heat style at all. Like, I haven't had a flat iron or a curling iron touch my hair in months. I can't even remember how long it's been because it's been a long time. So either avoid those heat styling tools or try to use them on a more minimal basis. And I know some people will try to do it where it's like once they wash their hair, that at the beginning of the week or the end of the week or whatever it is, then they'll flat iron their hair and then let it go for the rest of the week and not let the flat iron or curling iron touch their hair again until after they've washed their hair. And the fifth reason that I found for my hair to be dry is that my scalp isn't producing enough natural oils. So sometimes I may be adding enough product to my hair, I may be doing all the right things, but my scalp isn't cooperating and isn't adding to the party, so to speak. So my scalp is dry itself, and that can be because I'm not drinking enough water, and when I get dehydrated, my scalp is one of the places where I start to feel it, and my scalp gets really dry, it gets really itchy, and it's just not producing any oils that are getting to my hair. Additionally, using a lot of hot water on my hair and scalp has also dried out my scalp. And then even using blow dryers sometimes will dry out my scalp to the point where it's not producing enough of the natural oils that it should be. The things that I found that help with my scalp when it's dried out and not contributing to moisturizing my hair, I will do scalp massages. And I will use like jojoba oil or something that my scalp really likes and just massage it into my scalp and do that a few times a week, and I found that really helps. I will also kind of pull back on using the blow dryers or trying not to use them for so long. I'll let my hair air dry for a longer period of time, so then that way there's less heat being applied to my hair and scalp. And then if I do use a blow dryer, sometimes we'll try to actually baste my scalp a little bit with some oil, like castor oil, which then helps hold in some of the moisture, and then it doesn't get dried out by the blow dryer. Additionally, like I said, if I'm dehydrated, my scalp feels it and shows it, so I will drink a lot of water. I will drink more water. And I find that if I keep my body hydrated, then my scalp feels hydrated as well, which then helps to produce the oils that my hair really needs. I hope that these tips were helpful. I hope that you'll be able to apply them to your hair. If so, please comment down below if you have any additional tips that you've used to help stop dry hair, then please add that to the comments below. And if you're not a subscriber, you know, I'd love to have you be a subscriber. I would just love it. Then that means we're kind of like buds. So go ahead and hit that little red subscribe button. So thanks for watching the Relax Scalp Beauty channel, and I'll see you in my next video.